And there it is, the colors starting to fill the sky, the glowing orb about to pierce the horizon. This is a desert assassin's ritual. For us, getting up early to see God start the day by painting the Sea of Cortez with brilliant explosions of light at sunrise is a tradition I love to share. Starting the day at first light is not only beautiful but invigorating, giving you tons of time for more Baja. Welcome to the 2021 Monster Energy Trail of Missions presented by BF Goodrich Tires. This is episode 3 of 4, and today we're talking about the namesake for the Trail of Missions. The missions, of course. The Spanish Mission Trail starts in Loreto, which became the site of the first mission. At the time, in 1697, California was thought to be an island, and the Spanish would establish missions to spread religion and teach European ways and culture. Europeans also brought some key items that didn't exist in the Californias, like livestock. Cows and horses were not indigenous to Baja. Loreto also held the position of the first capital of the Californias until 1777, when it was moved to Monterey in present-day California. For this episode, our mission story will be focused on Baja Sur, which loosely translated means lower south, the lower of the two southern California states, Baja California Sur. Sounds confusing, but let's skip ahead for now. It is no joke when we start talking about the vastness of the Baja Peninsula and the outposts the Spanish created. Baja has tons of tough wilderness, not only remote but steep and jagged as well. She can throw all types of looks at you, and although the missions have some similarities, they also seem to have their own flavor, sort of like different areas of Baja do. Loreto is on the Sea of Cortez and allows for beautiful sunrise visits. San Javier is isolated in the mountains west of Loreto and stands proud in a steep river valley.
You take a look behind me, this here at San Javier is just unbelievable. You start thinking about what was accomplished here in the late 1600s and early 1700s, and you also think about the fact that the United States wasn't really the United States until 1776, and realize this mission location has been here longer than that. The cobblestone streets are absolutely beautiful. This is one of my favorite spots on the peninsula. When we did the 50 Best of Baja with BF Goodrich, this was actually the #1 spot voted by a bunch of Baja know-it-alls. So I think we should take a look around, have some fun, and just take in the sights.
One of the neat and very interesting artifacts to take a look at here is the olive tree, and it's said to be one of the oldest olive trees in all of the Californias. It's absolutely beautiful. It has the most gorgeous, huge and twisted trunk.
To me, the crazy part is you have to put yourself all the way back into the time zone, right? You have to look back and say, like, what was life like when the Spanish conquistadors landed here? Then you look at what they built, and it's like unbelievable. I mean, they're the nicest buildings in all of Baja by, a landslide amount. It's just like a totally incredible thing that they built these, especially in the time period that they did. And so you get that historical side, and then you get the religious side, and you walk in and you feel something, like right when you walk in, you're like, yeah, this is a place where a lot of people have, worshiped, and there's a presence in there, and you're like, this is really cool.
Commandoo is in a valley that feels like a furnace in the summer, where most of the original structures are gone, but it still holds some significance and is a great visit. Mulege butts up against the river and town, and the current stone structure stands proudly over the river valley and Palm Oasis.
Well, we're coming up to Mulege right now, and this is probably one of the premier missions here in Mexico, Baja. And as you see, it's right here in the river here, beautiful palm trees, and just spectacular view, and just a great mission.
Just flashing back in time, this mission site here in Mulege was founded in 1705. The big stone church here that's here today was started in 1766. So you can imagine the work, and right now it's late June, and it is 102 degrees here. So you can imagine what it took to build this entire place.
I've been to the Mulege mission 2 times before, and it's kind of cool because it sits on this kind of promontory, and you can climb up above the mission, and there's this spectacular view of the inlet that comes into Mulege and all the palm trees. It's really a gorgeous spot.
Well, that's pretty amazing, just the overlook over the river and just seeing the backside of Mulege, and just the green is just popping out of the desert here.
Those are 4 of the first 5 mission sites in Baja. Regal locations connected by what is known as the El Camino Real, or Royal Road. Aha! Roads, I say. Passable or not really passable, that's how the Trail of Missions finds our way to these locations. In parts of Baja, the El Camino Real is paved over. Parts are graded roads, and some areas are more adventurous where only walking, mules, or maybe mountain bikes or dirt bikes could go. If we haven't been clear over the years, adventuring is not for everyone, and making your own solid plan and having experienced people in your group is a must if you're getting off the pavement. Safety is always job one, and the DA rolls with medics, support trucks, and on occasion this silly heli pilot, simply known as Heli Jim. The capability of our Ford Raptors has been stunning, and having 150 years of history and technology in our BF Goodrich tires gives us great confidence to travel to some of the never of Baja, as we like to call it. After 30 plus years of racing, riding, and exploring Baja, we have a pretty good idea of what we like, and I like ice cream. Late afternoon ice cream, that is. In the San Ignacio Square, to be exact. Sometimes I wonder if we love San Ignacio more for the mission or for the Romero family ice cream store. Both are situated in the massive trees of the square in the center of town. We call Edson Romero the unofficial mayor of San Ignacio, and his mom Jackie and dad Jerry are great ambassadors of the Baja Stoke. The ice cream is second only to their smiles and hospitality. Oh, and there is a mission in San Ignacio. Nestled in the Palm Oasis is the amazing stone structure founded in 1728, which is the 11th location established in Baja.
It's the diamond of the Mission Trail. It's one of the most well-preserved. The village never died around it. The village is still there. It's just a natural hub, and that's why the locals lived there for thousands of years. It's just a place you have to stop.
The missions are our focus, but there are other great sights to see in Baja. The indigenous people of Baja date back 10,000 years, and the cave paintings at El Raton are a pretty easy visit, with a sketchy road leading to an official tour that requires just a 10-minute walk up some steep stairs. There are also remnants to see from the gold boom of the late 1800s and early 1900s. One of those cool visits is the ghost town of Pozo Alemán, which translates to German well. There are a couple buildings standing which are pretty amazing visual, but the small cave dwellings the miners used as housing and to escape the heat are interesting to view, from the outside of course. Our point is that there is much to see in Baja, and although we love the mission, we also love the beaches, the old mining facilities, and other sites we explore along the way. Thanks for joining us for episode 3 of the 2021 Monster Energy Trail of Missions presented by BF Goodrich Tires. We hope you had as much fun watching as we did sharing our adventure. For more on the Desert Assassins, find us on social media or somewhere in Baja.